Hello and welcome to Rarest Speech. Today's video is going to be the rarest item shop skin combos. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be rarest item shop skin combos for basically skins that haven't been in the item shop for a while. And this list that I've compiled or I found are for the May 2023, so the most up-to-date one I could find. And this is going to include skins that have a chance to come back. So I'm not going to include any skins that Epic have said that they won't ever come back. For example, let's say the newest FNT skin that is in the shop now will eventually become rare, because if you don't buy it when it comes out, it will never come back. So any of those skins I won't count. So any of the skins that have a chance of coming back, and Epic haven't specifically said they will never come back, are in this list. And this video was suggested by Record Guy 2023. Thank you very much for the video suggestion. They said, can you do skin combos for skins that haven't been in the shop for ages, like Fortnite never brought it back? Of course I can. Thank you once again for the video suggestion. It's a very unique idea. I'd never been thought of doing it. And the first skin is Travis Scott. This skin was last seen in the item shop 1,114 days ago, all the way back in Chapter 2, Season 2, part of the Travis Scott set. And obviously the skin hadn't came back, by the time, I think, obviously last year they had that tragedy at the concert, so obviously it hadn't came back before that anyway. But obviously I don't reckon it'll probably come back, if at all, or there's always a little bit of a chance, but I'm not sure if it will, because what happened, it wasn't coming back anyway. And obviously then what happened is obviously I'm not sure if it will or won't, but either way it's a very rare skin. It's the 10th rarest item shop skin. Backlink is gold token. Pickaxe is the hardy hitter. Guide I like to use is the Comet Crasher from the Ancient Voyager set. Introduced in Chapter 2, Season 3's Battle Pass. Contra I like to use for this Travis Scott combo is the Ballistics, which is from Chapter 1, Season 8 Battle Pass. And the Rap I always like to use is Mayhem, which is part of the Mayhem set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season X, and it's basically the Borderlands Rap. Works very nicely with this combo. Let's move on to the second skin, which is the Astral Jack, which is in the item shop at the same time as Travis Scott was last seen 1,114 days also, and it's part of this obviously the same set. And I'm using the edit style sicko mode for it, similar to obviously with the Travis Scott skin. It's never been said that it will never come back. Obviously what happened, we're not sure if it will or won't, and it wasn't coming back anyway. I know he could be quite stingy, I guess you could say. Like he'll release some figures for a certain album, and then those figures are only out for that one time and they never came back. You could never buy them unless you bought them when obviously the album came out. So he's quite a collector in the sense of he will just release something once and then he won't release it again. So I reckon if it does come back, it'll be absolutely crazy, because I know a lot of people do want the Travis Scott skin. I know some people want the Astral Jack, but more people want the Travis Scott. But either way, for this combo I'm using the Fractured World, which is part of the Galaxia set introduced in Chapter 2 Season 4, which was the first ever Fortnite crew pack skin we got, and this works very nicely with this skin, especially the sicko mode edit style. Pickaxe is Spellwork Scimitar, part of the Doctor Strange set introduced in Chapter 3 Season 2, and it's Doctor Strange's pickaxe from that season. The card I'm using is the Astro World Cyclone. Contrail is Flames to go with the orange flamey look on the sicko mode edit style. And the rap I'm using is Goosebumps, which is Travis Scott's rap introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2. Works very nicely with the sicko mode edit style. Next skin is Kratos, and he hasn't been in the item shop for 788 days. I'm very surprised he didn't come back when God of War Ragnarok got released. I was expecting him to be back in the item shop, but they didn't release him. And this skin is part of the Oathbreaker set, first introduced in Chapter 2 Season 5. It has two edit styles. If you've logged into a PS5 and you own the Kratos skin, you'll get given the armoured Kratos skin, like a golden armour, which is pretty cool. And for the combo, I just decided to use the standard Kratos style. But if you obviously do have PS5 and log into PS5 at any time, it's not time limited. So say if you're on PS4 now, you get a PS5 in the future, or you just log into a friend's PS5, you'll be able to get it. I'm pretty sure you can log into 5 people, I think, for the PlayStation skins. I say Kratos, Aloy, and the Xbox ones also for Series X, Series S. You can log in to say with the Master Chief or the Marcus Phoenix to get the extra edit styles of next gen. I'm pretty sure you only do 5 on one console, but either way, the standard style is what I'm using. Backbling, I'm using Mark of the Slayer, which is from last season's Battle Pass, part of the Ultra Nightmare set, and this Doomslayer's Backbling, using it for the red. Pickaxe is the Leviathan Axe, which is part of the Kratos, it's the same set as Kratos, the Oathbreaker. It's a very good pickaxe, and a lot of people do like this one. The glider I'm trying to use is Kratos' glider, which is the Guardian Shield. Contrail is Glitching System from Chapter 1, Season 5, using it for the red. And the wrap I'm using is Indigo Ice to go with the pickaxe. To be fair, like the frost look of the pickaxe works very nicely in my opinion. And this is from Chapter 1, Season 7. Let's move on to the next skin, which is John Wick. And this skin has been seen for 782 days, which is pretty crazy. Obviously, I was expecting this to come out when obviously John Wick Chapter 4 came out, but obviously it didn't. So it's a very good skin in my opinion. And I'm using the style default, but it does have the damage. If you do want to use the damage, it's up to you. I'm using the default. Backlink is Black Shield from the Chapter 1 Season 2 Battle Pass, part of the Fortnite set. This works very nicely in this skin. Pickaxe is Trusty number 2, which is part of the Hired Gun set introduced in Chapter 1 Season 3. And this is a Reaper's pickaxe from that season. And he's basically the OG John Wick. I like to call him before we got John Wick. And I like to use his pickaxe a lot. Works very nicely with the John Wick, the actual John Wick skin. Glider is a one-shot, which is part of the John Wick set, which was introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9. And you got this for getting a victory route in the John Wick's Bounty LTM, all the way back in Chapter 1 Season 9. Contrail and started to use as TIE Squadron, part of the Darth Vader set, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 3. It's Darth Vader's contrail from that season. Works very nicely with the black and the red. And the wrap I'm using is Boogeyman, which is part of the John Wick set also. And you got this for doing challenges in the John Wick Bounty LTM, all the way back in Chapter 1 Season 9. The same game mode as what you get a big trial for the glider or the umbrella. Let's move on to the next skin, which is Major Laser, which is part of the Laserism set. And this skin hasn't been seen in the item shop for 702 days. He's like one of the only Icon series music artists, I guess you could say, that hasn't really came back. I remember buying him all the way back in the day. When did he first come out? Chapter 1 Season X, who's quite an OG Icon series skin. Like he's only been like a handful of times, but he just hasn't came back since. I don't know why. I have no idea if there's any specific reason, but he just hasn't been back for 702 days, which is pretty crazy. This glider is Laser Wings. I've decided to whack this on because it works very nicely with the skin. I couldn't really find any other gold wings to go nice with him. Pickaxe is the Gold Crow, which is part of the Double Agent set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 3, and you can get this pickaxe in a Double Agent pickaxe bundle. So if you don't have to introduce anything gold themed, you work nicely, or gold or black themed. Glider I decided to use as Master Mix, which is part of the Twin Turntable set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season X. I'm pretty sure Chapter 1 Season X's Battle Pass works very nicely since he's a DJ main Master Mix. I thought it just works nicely with the theme. Contrast Ballistics once again from Chapter 1 Season 8 for the gold theme. And the wrap I'm using is Gold and Black, which is a item shop weapon wrap introduced in Chapter 2 and Season 7. Works very nicely for the black and the gold. Let's move on to the next skin, which is Snake Eyes. This skin hasn't been seen in the item shop for 643 days, and he is part of the Arasa Cage Clan set introduced in Chapter 2 Season 5. It's a very cool skin in my opinion. Backblink is his Backblink, which is Snake Eyes Katana. Same with the pickaxe, both Snake Eyes Katana, works very nicely. Umbrella, once again, is the one shot. Contrail is glitching system, and the wrap I'm using is Assassin, which is part of the John Wick set. And this is an item shop wrap. And last time the John Wick skin was out, this was in the item shop at the same time as him. And when the skin was out 782 days ago, they didn't have the bundle feature. So like I say, nowadays you can buy a skin with like a bundle, but back in the day you have to buy the skin and the bundle, the skin and the weapon wrap separately. So that was the time when they didn't have those bundles. So obviously, if some people may have the John Wick skin but may not have this, so hopefully when the skin does come back at some point, this will be in the shop as well. So I know sometimes they don't bring back certain items for some reason. Let's move on to the next skin. This one is the Mike Lowry skin, and this skin hasn't been seen for 594 days. And it's part of the Loose Cannon set. Obviously, it's basically Will Smith's character in Bad Boys, and obviously with what happened in the Oscars, obviously we're not sure whether or not this skin will ever come back. So this is one I'm not really too sure, but I decided to include it anyway. This is a rare item shop skin, and that's the only one I was really a bit like not sure if I should add it because obviously what happened. But I reckon they will release them again at some point. But either way, I like the skin a lot. The backbling I'm using, and this was introduced in Chapter 2, Season 7. Backbling I'm using is just Sheriff's Duffel, which is part of the Survivor in Arms set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 8. And this is Rick Grimes' backbling. I just like it. I like the colour scheme. It goes very nicely with the theme. Obviously, he's a cop as well, so it works very nicely. The Mike Lowry character. Pickaxe is the Vision, which is an item shop pickaxe, part of the Ouroboros set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 7. Glider once again is one shot. Contrail TIE Squadron again, and the wrap I'm using is Stealth Black, which is an item shop wrap, part of the Air Royale set. Very good wrap in my opinion. in a very nice black wrap. Let's move on to the next skin, which is the Aura Analyzer, but it can be any of the Ghostbuster skins. It doesn't have to be this one specifically. It can be any of the ones. It can be obviously male, females. And these skins, or the Ghostbuster skins, were last seen in the item shop 531 days ago. And this is the only purchase I regret buying. For some reason, I bought all of the male and female skins. I think it was 2,800 each. So I spent 5,600 V-Bucks on 2 bundles, which are basically the same skins, but just like different faces and that. So that's like the only big purchase I'd like kind of regret getting, to be fair. Backlink I'm using is No Ghost, which is part of the Ghostbuster set introduced in Chapter 2, Season 8. You got this for doing some challenges, like Ghostbuster challenges and free reward. It's a very good holographic backlink in my opinion. Pickaxe is a specialist pickaxe from the Chapter 2, Season 2 Battle Pass, part of the custom set, and I'm using the default colour. So the closest thing I can get to her jumpsuit. Umbrella is a Foundation's umbrella, which is the Founders exclusive, which I think it may be a Save the World umbrella, but if you don't have this, just whack on anything brown or black theme quite nicely. Contrail is Tie Squadron once again, just to go the black of the gloves and red of the actual backlink itself. I wasn't sure what contrail to use. And the wrap I'm using is Rogue Archaeology, which is part of the Indiana Jones set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 3, and it's Indiana Jones's weapon wrap from that season. Here's a secret skin from Chapter 3, Season 3. Let's move on to the second last skin, which is Janky, and this skin has been seen in the item shop for 510 days. And this is part of the Janky set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 8. And I'm pretty sure this is a collab skin, and a lot of people didn't buy it, and this was a skin that was like, people weren't sure whether it was going to come back, or Epic never said it was, or they never said it wasn't, so it was just like people didn't really know. This skin is quite unique, because I know a lot of people don't use it if they do have it. Backbling is real, which is J Balvin's pickaxe, and it's part of the J Balvin set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 7. I'm using it for the backbling and also the pickaxe. The umbrella is a rainbow cloud cruiser. Contrail is rainbow from Chapter 1, Season 3, and the wrap is Rainbow Fog from Chapter 2, Season 4. As you can see, a rainbow themed combat goes very nicely with his jacket. Let's move on to the final skin, which is the Eddie Brock skin, and this skin hasn't been in the item shop for 503 days, which is crazy. I know a lot of people do want this skin. I know some people are missing this skin from their Marvel series collection. I know some people are actually missing the rarest skin in the item shop at the moment is the Black Widow outfit, the OG Black Widow. And then number 2 is the Demigorgon, and number 3 is Chief Hopper. So obviously they're obviously two Strange Things skins, and the OG Black Widow skin. That's the rarest, but obviously I know this is quite a rare Marvel series skin. I know quite a lot of people wanted it, but it was a skin that they're expecting to come back. So most of the time when Marvel series skins do come back, or when all the other skins come in, most of the skins are out, or most skins come back to the item shop. But for some reason this one got left out, which is pretty strange in my opinion why they did that. And this skin is a part of the Symbiotes set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 8. Backbling is the Tendrils of Venom, which is his backbling, the Eddie Brock backbling. Symbiote Scythe, which is Eddie Brock's pickaxe. Glider I decided to use is the Dayflyer, which is part of the Blade set, which is Blade's glider. I just had a brainwave there, I just couldn't think. The Contrail is Zip Ribbon, just use this because it's Marvel series related. And then the wrap is Shadow Seal, which is from Chapter 2, Season 2, part of the Lone Shadow set. So that's all the 10 rarest item shop skin combos done for obviously 2023 at the moment. And if you want to see any more, this is only up to the top. I think the highest was 37th, which was the Eddie Brock. So that's the highest. Obviously, if you want me to do ever ones, could be obviously just ones that in general you want to see skins that are, like I say, may potentially, or skins that aren't ever coming back, like the FNCS skins or ever skins like that. Just feel free to let me know. I did really enjoy making it. It's pretty unique, just seeing what skins I did have, what ones were the rarest and what ones weren't rare. And thank you once again, Record Guy 2023, for the video suggestion. I really enjoy making it. If there's any other specific cosmetic related videos you want to see, could be skin, backbling, pickaxe, glider / umbrella, contrary, and weapon wrap, feel free to leave it in the comments below. If I have it, I'll get it done. And yeah, anyways, that's pretty decent.